Hello Leo, Lioness Intuition here doing your reading. This week's readings are about truth and healing. There is a deep collective purge occurring, so these messages need to come out. Now, getting into your energy, Leo, I got a very specific message for you. That was take what you know and put it to the wind. And then I felt this deep sense of releasing, okay? Now, getting into your cards, we have Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. We also have Warrior Woman, have you answered your deepest calling? And we also have the Inner Temple, life lessons I go within my shadow for deep spiritual growth. Okay, I definitely feel like there are behavioral patterns, there is conditioning in which you are being pushed to work through. Okay, they're asking you to have courage, Leo. Please tap into that inner Leo strength, which you have in abundance, right? You have the courage and the capabilities to move beyond the fears, the limitations, and the sabotaging beliefs, okay, which were either conditioned in you, or for some, I do feel like this is inherited fear and limitations through your DNA makeup, okay? Now, the divine is supporting you 100% through this releasing, okay? They're asking you to take a leap of faith into the unknown. The universe will catch you. Your ancestors are cheering you on at this time, okay? There is absolutely nothing for you to fear. Fear is just a limitation placed upon us to keep us in a 3D matrix living system, okay? Please, Leo, again, tap into your inner strength, which you have in abundance. You can work through this boldly and courageously, okay? Okay. Now, moving forward, let's clarify this a little bit. Please clarify Elder for Leo, thank you. We have triumphant success. Beautiful. Recognizing your truth. Recognizing the truth in these patterns, in this conditioning. Okay, whether this is just from this life or from your lineage, there is a recognition of that truth. Okay. Please clarify Elder for Leo. Please clarify Elder for Leo. Please clarify Elder for Leo. Thank you. Yep. We have triumph. Moving forward. Moving beyond your limitations, your fears, the self-sabotaging beliefs. Moving beyond that. Yeah, we have deception and envy at the bottom of the deck. This is definitely self-deception. Being envious of others, having that comparison mindset when it comes to others and their life and their choices. Okay. Yeah, okay. For some, you need to hear the message that comparing you to another is only pushing you further back into your shadow, into regression. Comparisons don't bring about anything positive, okay? There is a need for understanding that what another perceives to be better than our own circumstances is not necessarily the truth. We don't have full understanding of all the circumstances, all the little things at play in that person's life, okay? So again, what we perceive to be positive in another's life is not always exactly what we see, exactly what they portray to us, okay? Please clarify Warrior Woman for Leo. Thank you. We have throat chakra, again, truth. And if you notice in this illustration, she has the sword of truth. Yeah. For some, I do feel there is a need to communicate with others. honest, direct communication in relation to the limitations others place upon you through their expectations. Bottom of the deck, we have moving on, moving beyond that. Focusing on our own inner truth and taking that as gold. We can take that to the bank per se, right? And releasing ourselves from the limitations of others' expectations of us. Alrighty. Please clarify warrior woman for Leo. Please clarify warrior woman for Leo. Thank you. We have balance in reverse. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I can feel that. So I'm getting the message very strongly that Leo, there are some of you that struggle with placing boundaries, healthy boundaries with those that you love. Okay, I'm picking up on an energy where boundaries seem to shift and move in relation to who you're dealing with. They are not consistent across the board, and through this constant moving of boundaries, you've lacked boundaries with yourself. You are becoming less confident in the boundaries you need and where they need to be placed because they're so interchanging and inconsistent. Okay, there is a need to balance that out. Firstly, within self, recognize what is allowing you to change these boundaries. Sorry, I just touched the mic. What is allowing you to change these boundaries? What is it about that connection that has such a hold on you? And recognizing that it does come from a shadow aspect of self, right? Whether this is through conditionings, or whether this comes from your family lineage, okay? Please clarify inner temple for Leo. Please clarify inner temple for Leo. Please clarify inner temple for Leo. We have solitude. Yeah. Okay. The divine is asking you to spend some time in meditation. Okay, in mindful meditation. Now, when I say mindful meditation, it's not about trying to get your mind to quiet, to try and stop those thoughts that pop up naturally throughout our day, right? Mindful meditation is about being aware of what comes up and recognizing that you don't think those thoughts, right? That comes from your ego. It comes from the human mind, which is constantly trying to fill the space with noise, with possessions, with just random things in order to feel whole, when in reality, mindful meditation is about simply hearing those thoughts, seeing those thoughts, however it works for you during meditation, and recognizing that you don't need to attach, you don't need to identify with these things, and allowing them to flow out of your being in a more natural, flowing way. Okay? Oh, interesting. For some, I'm definitely getting that there is Akashic records that are being cleared at this time. Now, when I say cleared, I mean the karmic lessons attached to this, right? I definitely feel for some you're doing that through meditation, astral projection, whatever you label, however you do that, right? We all do it differently. Some of us aren't at that point in our spiritual development yet. However, there is this energy of clearing it. So whether you're doing it through the dream space or through meditation, there is a clearing here of karmic lessons, of karmic attachments. Okay. We have patience and planning coming out as well. Okay, the divine is asking you to be patient with yourself, be compassionate with yourself. Okay, allow the things to come up as they come up. Don't force things down, don't ignore them. Acknowledge them for what they are and what they bring. Okay, okay. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see what other messages want to come forth. Please bring forth messages of truth and healing. Please bring forth messages of truth and healing, please, for Leo. Please bring forth messages of truth and healing. Please bring forth messages of truth and healing. Okay. For some, you have signed up to a very specific life purpose, okay, and there is this energy of needing to push you further along. Okay, you're not as progressed as you should have been, is how they're giving it to me, right, through our own free will. So this energy that you're feeling now, as intense as it is very heavy. As intense as it is serving a purpose, okay? And that purpose is to push you further to what it is that you were meant to be doing. Alrighty. Please bring forth messages of truth and healing. We have the Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. Yeah, I feel like this is you having that communication, having those conversations with those in your life where you shift your boundaries to suit whatever person that is, right? Having that communication, having that discussion, and really enforcing your boundaries. Again, once you get clear on them yourself. Please bring forth messages of truth and healing for Leo. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn energy. Yeah, this needs to be a team effort. People need to understand and recognize the different boundaries that you have. And when they step over that, it can't, this, this habit of shifting boundaries is creating a dynamic where there's only one person responsible, okay, when in reality a connection requires two people. But I feel that there is one person in particular taking sole responsibility for the things that occur within these different connections, right? And Leo, that is you. Please bring forth messages of truth and healing for Leo. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. We have the World, fixed sign energy, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo. And we also have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Taurus energy. Yeah, Leo, it's time for you to close out this cycle. It's time for you to move away from any of the lack mindsets that you have created within yourself. Again, whether these are through conditionings or whether it's through your family lineage, right? Your DNA makeup. There is a need to close out that cycle and recognize that by you putting in boundaries, it's there to protect yourself, but also those in which you were in connection with. Okay. And if those who you are in connection with can't respect your boundaries, then you are not losing anything. Okay. It's not you're not losing anything. Those people just weren't meant to be in your life. And I do feel for some, there is going to be a lot of purging of connections in the next couple of weeks, especially around the first week of August. I feel that really strongly. There is going to be a lot of disconnection happening purely from the fact that you're recognizing that these people were only in your life because you brought benefits to them. Okay, it's not a reciprocal energy. Please bring forth messages of truth and healing for Leo. Please bring forth messages of truth and healing for Leo. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse, Gemini energy. This is beautiful. This is really nice energy. Removing the hurts and betrayals of the past, right? Yeah, no longer being consumed with the past hurts, past betrayals. For some, I feel like this is self-realization, realizing how your own behaviors, your own limitations, your fears, your sabotaging ways, right, have created these circumstances in which you ultimately got hurt from. So as much as you want to blame the other person and say X, Y, and Z, right, there is a realization that you allowed this to happen and you're healing from that. You're bringing in healing energy, which is really, really nice. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn energy, and we also have the Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy. For some, I do feel like you've made connections with people, okay, regardless of the fact that it's a queen here, which implies feminine energy. I feel like this is representative of a group, okay? I feel like you've connected with people who are really self-absorbed, right? They're really selfish. Their focus is purely on the 3D materialistic things. They don't take into consideration the feelings or the needs of others, okay? And I feel like you're recognizing that through whatever limitations, conditionings, fears, sabotaging waves, all of that, right? Belief systems, you've allowed yourself to attract in this energy because somewhere within you also hold that same energy, right? And recognizing again that you've allowed this to happen to self, right? You've allowed these pains, these hurts, these betrayals to happen, okay? Now, for some, I do feel like you're also recognizing that this group of people, this like particular this particular type of person that you've been that you have been attracting in have the ability to change the situations, right? Again, taking advantage of you, only having these connections, only having a connection with you purely out of the benefits that come from being your friend, your lover, whatever it may be, right, Leo? And there's a sense of continuously allowing yourself to be victimized by this type of people, right? But recognizing that your own choices, your limitations, all of that, right, has allowed this to happen. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor, Aries energy. You're taking back control. You're taking back control of your boundaries, of the type of people that you attract in through the unhealed parts of self. Please bring forth messages of truth and healing for Leo. Oh, I like that. All right. So we have the Three of Swords in reverse, Libra energy, with the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, and the Eight of Pentacles, more Virgo energy. For some Leos, I feel like you've internalized the pain in which you've experienced, the heartache in which you've experienced, and you're still trying to trudge forward. You're still trying to move forward and make things happen for you. But I do feel like you're so focused on keeping this pain hidden from others that it's causing you to miss the details in your everyday life, right? And again, there's this imbalance in your energy. Can you tell me more about this message here, please, for Leo? Thank you. We have the Five of Swords, Aquarius energy. I feel like you've allowed yourself to become consumed by your ego, right? Your ego wouldn't allow you to feel the heartache that you're internalizing, that you're trying to hide from others. Okay? Is there anything else you can tell us about this message, please? We have the moon in reverse, Pisces energy. Yeah, I feel like this has just recently come to light for you, Leo. Realizing that your ego has dictated the way you heal. Or should I say lack of healing? Bottom of the deck, we have the Star. Yeah. Underneath that, so the Star is Aquarius energy. Underneath that, we have the Two of Wands, Aries energy. Underneath that, we have the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Beautiful. Underneath that, we have the Wheel of Fortune, more Sagittarius energy. Okay, you're deciding on healing. You're deciding to heal from whatever situation you're finding yourself in, right? Deciding to heal and taking action towards healing that. And through that decision and through taking action, you're turning the wheel forward for you. You're going to have progression in your life. Just really, really good energy, Leo. I'm so proud of you. Well, I'm proud of all my signs, but in particular this reading, because I feel how heavy this is for you. It is very much a struggle, right? For some, I feel like this is your first heart opener sort of experience, and through opening your heart chakra, it's bringing up a lot of the repressed things, okay? And that's a hard thing to deal with. That is really hard to deal with. Trust me, I've been there. I've been there. It's not easy, but you will get through it, Leo. You will get through it. What advice do you have for Leo in relation to these spreads, please? What advice do you have for Leos in relation to these spreads? Thank you. We have why. Why, Leo? Getting to the bottom, the deep root of these issues. Okay, whether it's about boundaries, whether it's about the type of people you attract in, whether it's about your ego, okay, asking yourself why have you allowed this behavior, these limitations, all of that to go on for so long, okay? It's like self-interrogation. What advice do you have for Leos in relation to these spreads, please? What advice do you have for Leos in relation to these spreads? Thank you. All that glitters. We have all that glitters. Leo, I feel like this is the divine's way of not only asking you all those necessary questions, that self-interrogation that I was feeling, right? Also asking you, why have you allowed yourself to wear the mask for so long? Okay, your inner light is golden, and the mask that you have been wearing not only defeats the purpose of your light, but it is also detracted from your light. Okay, it's time to release yourself from this. Release. Release, release, release. Any other advice for Leos? Can we get one more card of advice for the Leos? Happy, happy, beautiful. There are happy, fated changes coming in for you, Leo. Okay, through this inner work, there are changes occurring. There are massive, massive changes occurring on a collective level, and so it will also happen on an individual level. But by you doing your work, by you digging deep and really allowing yourself to feel and transmute and identify the different issues that you hold within, it's bringing about a more clearer energy, okay, within. And through this clearer energy, you're going to attract in things that are not only going to help you progress in your healing, but also along your path. And that's really beautiful energy, okay? So Leo, I wish you all the very best with your healing, with this diving deep. Until next week, we'll see you later.